Welcome to your daily focus, August the 12th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We are in some powerhouse energy times, and as we move towards this full moon. So for the numerology, we have August being the 8th month, and then 12. 1 plus 2 is a 3, and 2019, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 is 12, and then 1 plus 2 is 3. So we have a 12-12 energy, a 3-3 energy. If you add it all together, the 8 plus 3, you end up with a 14. 1 plus 4 is a 5. So it's really about going forward in our paths on the adventure. Maybe it's an actual trip for some of us. Maybe it's a very literal interpretation, but for most of us, I think we're looking at our goals, our dreams, where we want to go. We have the sun in Leo, so we are looking for fun, and we're feeling positive, we're feeling confident. We want romance and happiness, absolutely. The moon in Capricorn, we're working the plan and planning the work. So we can actually crave results while we're in a Capricorn moon. When we do something, we want it to work out in a certain way. The 12-12 energy, if we want to talk about the 12-12 energy, that would be the hangman energy. And the hangman is really asking us to, just be. Just be. That's probably the biggest thing. Let go of control or a struggle, or maybe you need to sacrifice or compromise in some way. Bringing in balance through these things. Accepting what is. So, what you have to work with, who you are at the moment, the environment you're in, and working from that point forward. If we look at the 3-3 energy, that is the child coming into numerology. So, and it's the Empress. And the Empress is usually portrayed as pregnant. She's very, she represents fertility. If nothing else, fertility would probably be one of the high things. She's also one of our highest diplomats in the deck. She's also one of our highest intuitives in the deck. So we can really step into some new beginnings, some new starts, getting more creative. And I think the moon is talking to Saturn, Pluto, and Neptune. And Saturn, Pluto, and Neptune are all in retrograde. So I wouldn't be surprised if something that you had thought about before, or maybe acted on before, you're seeing where it works or it doesn't work, or how it has potential or it doesn't. But I would think it's more towards the positive. But at the end of the day, it will move you forward. So pay attention to those little, when you start to think and look at things and analyze them and see how they're working and measuring them, so to speak, in your life, whether you're working on your health and well-being or your relationships, work and career, your family life, your spirituality. Let's see what the cards have to say. But I think with the moon talking to those three planets, and they're all in retrograde, Saturn is the rule maker, so maybe we tried to skip over a couple of rules and put them on the back burner, and we shouldn't have them. We need to address them, or we need to get creative in how to address them. And so expect that aha moment, that epiphany. Remember I told you at the lunar eclipse energy for the next, until the new year, I think we don't have another solar eclipse. So that is kind of exciting, because you just never know when the miracle is going to appear, when the idea pops in, when the epiphany happens. It could be in your dreams, waking and sleeping. Six of Swords, pushing forward, going towards success. We have somebody in the boat, but we are standing there with the pole, so we ultimately have control. So this could be a little bit of a balance today, where how much do we need to stand in our independence in what we are doing and going forward, and how much do we need to lean on other people and cooperate with other people and be a team player in order to our partner in some way. in order to really grow to where we want, to really have the success, to really step forward into the success. Now, do we have everything we need? So there's the Saturn coming out, making us check our list twice before we, it's like the carpenter rule, right? You measure twice and cut once. So we need to do that with our thinking process. We don't want to jump the gun, and yet we don't want to sit there on shore when we could actually be moving forward in a direction. Those swords at the front of the boat represent our lessons, our wisdom. It's what we've already learned so far on our path in order to keep us safe and on a straight course going forward. We have the Page of Swords. Watch the Page of Swords. She just wants something to happen. Oh my goodness. She's a page. She's a young energy, young at heart, and she just wants to have something happen. And she wants spontaneity. So maybe we do need to open up the door to a little bit more spontaneity in our life, or find a way of letting go. Once again, the 12 energy is coming in for letting go of some things that are holding us back, keeping us in a routine. I met a woman, and she said to me one time, she says, I go to yoga at 6:40 every morning at such and such a place. And I said, oh, do you? I said, that's great. She goes, it's 5 days a week, and nothing takes precedence over that. She says, I make sure I do it. And I thought, well, that kind of limits you from like overnight pajama parties with the grandkids. And so be careful of those statements and how much you make rules for yourself and stick to those rules. Now, brushing your teeth twice a day is a very good rule, and you want to keep doing those things. And maybe you say, you know what? It wouldn't hurt to do them a third time. So maybe you're adding to it in some way. Maybe you're deciding to get an electric toothbrush because you think that will do the job even better, or change your toothpaste. I mean, it could be the most mundane of things that you don't think matter, but when you're 102 and have all your teeth yet, it might have been huge and you didn't even realize it. So don't think that the little mundane things don't matter. They're usually the things that matter the most. Right? And who do we have? Oh, the Knight of Swords. With the Page of Swords, too, our spirituality. I mean, the veil is so thin. So talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides. Sit in just quiet meditation, reflection. King of Swords. He's feisty, too. And this is the page after we've gone through all the lessons. We could obtain some kind of great wisdom today with these two cards. What? Okay, come on up then. Okay. No, people are not chew toys. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I can just say the sentence of that now, but it was a learning because that's all he wanted to do was wrestle. So somebody must have wrestled with him, and he must have enjoyed the wrestling. But I don't wrestle with my dog, so he's still in the learning stages. I brought your ball in. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Go find it. King of Swords is determined. He has his eye on the prize. Nothing is going to stand in his way. He will use that sword if necessary. So we could be very strong in our courage and our passion today. And we could get more confident as the day goes by. It could be from something that happens very spontaneously to us. Let's see what Nature's Whispers has to say. No, you have to go down now. Go on now. Infinite blessings, 17. Down. No, down. No, no. Infinite blessings. Well, Dylan is a blessing to me. He teaches me unconditional love, and he's just trying to get my attention. But he's had my attention for a few hours straight here, so he just has more energy than me. This is the 8. This is the courage. Sometimes it takes a courage or a leap of, in order to take a leap of faith, sometimes it takes a courage. You have access to anything that you truly want in life. He found his ball. If you go in search of it, you will find it. And it may not be instant, but more so, look around you at your blessings already. Well, first of all, you're here, and you're unique, you're beautiful, you're talented, compassionate. So first of all, the biggest infinite blessing is you. So start loving you. Start realizing the potential of who you are and what you can do if you put your mind to it. Believe in you. It's a very strong time for that kind of energy. And I know I have been saying it over and over about standing in your truth and believing in yourself. But pretty soon that message will go and it will be replaced by something else. So this is our opportunity to really embrace who we are. And yes, go forward. And yes, I think today it's about taking an educated risk. The King of Swords. And really stand in your truth and what you want. Step into your passion, your joy, your happiness. And it's positive energy surrounding us. So it's going to, chances are, any kind of action that you do is going to be very positive and uplifting. Let's see what our animals have to say. That there is beauty around you and beauty within you. And really, that is the true blessings that around you at the time. What did I say on Facebook? I wish I was as fat as when I thought I was fat before, or something, or as thin as I thought I was fat before. Like I wouldn't mind getting down to there or something. And I was complaining at that point. So, perceptions of what's happening in your life. And I'm right there with you. I'm going through something that's very, very challenging right now and weighing things out and trying to change my perception and stand in my truth. To see where I might be at fault. To see where I can change something in order to move forward. Where I'm holding myself back. And when you're dealing with the 14 energy, it's where do you as an independent seem to gravitate to for your safety net, for your comfort, for your peace of mind and your balance, or what you have told yourself is your peace of mind and your balance. Because if you're reaching for something else, then you are not truly in balance and you truly don't have peace of mind. And that being human is part of it. But what actually holds you back from actually stepping into the path that you want to pursue? And we all have the rules that we go by, our own mantras of what our actions should be like and what our compassion should be like, what our personalities should be like. And so where are we actually in those things that we have chosen for ourselves? Is it actually hindering us from being the person we want to be going forward? What's our animals say? My goodness. I got babbling on again. I'm sorry. Oh, look at that. Eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. That's really what it is. You're focused. That's the King of Swords coming out. Keeping your eye on the prize. Going after it. Okay. Release goals and vision. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of misconceptions about yourself, giving up emotional baggage, and putting on a new belief system into place. Vulture tells you that you have waited long enough to gain the life you want. You've spent time wasting and looking at what everybody else has and spent too much time wishing instead of doing. It's now time for you to create short term goals along with long term goals. Make yourself accountable by writing your goals down. It helps to keep a vision of what you want in clear sight. Pick up projects from the past and make the effort to finish them. Completion helps to open doors for new projects instead of cluttering the path. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, or sparkling up your resume and sending it out. Spend some time reflecting on the past years and bring about some conclusions in your life. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for next season. You too have to prepare your mind, body, and soul for the same. Visualize what you want to have happen, and then keep your eye on the prize. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.